If anybody knows me, they know that I love weird comics. This is a very strange one. I have a few issues of these, and we'll go through each of them, but just one at a time. The Far Out Green Super Cool. I believe that it was given out by the Social Wear Research Foundation in Trenton, New Jersey. This is in 1971. So I think it was given to like kids at orphanages or kids who were, in danger of, not staying out of trouble. And it is drawn by Frank Thorne. Brilliantly drawn by Frank Thorne. This is probably the only book that I have, series, I actually have a few of these, by Frank Thorne, mostly known for his Red Sonja work. But really, this is a really wild book. They try to use some the hip language of the time. It just falls really flat, like it's like a guy my age, like a 46-year-old man trying to write, like I wouldn't even know how to write something for, teenagers at this point with their lingo. I would have to get it cross-checked by someone who's actually like in junior high or whatever. But this was 1971, as you can see in the beginning. This is the Far Out Green Super Cool. So cool. Check him out. Great drawing. This Volkswagen Beetle is going right for this kid. Oh my God. His ball is in the street. And we start out right from the bat. Boom. This is panel 1. Cover. Genius. Voomp. Zip. What? Thank you, Super Cool. There ought to be a law against green people. Oh, man. That's racist. There are laws against reckless driving. Laws, man, they're bad news. Look at this kid. Oh, man, this kid, he needs some guidance, I think. If we didn't have traffic laws and enforce them, the roads would be filled with dudes like him. Laws, they're just rules, like in your stickball game. What would happen if you all tried to swing at the ball at once? Sounds groovy. Like a peace logo on his shirt, like what? Groovy until you get whacked on the head by 9 other guys trying to hit the ball at the same time. Heavy. Rules make the game work, gives everybody the same chance to play, and prevents head knocking. Okay, Super Cool, enough rap. Do something super-like again. Yeah, Thorne's work in here is just fantastic. I love these faces. Look at this guy's face. It's just incredible. It's super cool. Looks pretty damn cool, actually. I like the design. The stock on this is actually really heavy. It's heavier than a comic of the time. Hang on. Hoo-wee! Hey, the community slam. Let's visit my Uncle Louie. Oh, the county slam. So his Uncle Louie's in jail. He'd probably want me to stay and keep him company. He's got plenty of company. Adults charged with crimes. You mean prison is X-rated? Adults only? What happens to kids who break the law? Children who break the law are charged with delinquency. Delinquency. Is that a monster? I love to hear about big monsters. The hell? Delinquency is like a monster. Actually, it's a word that means the many ways young people can hurt themselves and other persons. For example, dig that ring. It's got like a Green Lantern ring that shows kids' delinquency. Roaming the streets at night. Don't do that, kids. Running away from home. Cutting school. Being uncontrollable like a car without brakes. That's called incorrigibility. And all of these things, a person under 18 can be charged with delinquency. Man, let me try that ring. He gives it to him. Look at that. I'm showing a movie. I'll call it Roman, Splitting, Cutting, and Running Wild. Say, what would happen if I got caught doing this delinquency stuff? The law says the courts can step into your life to help you. Courts? You mean tennis courts like this? No, juvenile courts. Special courts for young people under the age of 18. The judges are trained to understand children. Who's that kid? He must have done something bad. Judges are trained to understand children. Sure. His neighbor says he wrecked some things on his property. The man signed a piece of paper called a delinquency complaint. But what if his neighbor's just trying to nail him? I mean, what if he didn't do it? The court's job is to find out the truth. At a hearing like this, whoever signed the complaint must be there to tell what they know. I mean, it's just the guy who signed the complaint, so the kid's right. Like, okay, anyway. He looks like a straight kid. My Uncle Louis says it's a bum rap. You should have a lawyer. At formal hearings, he can have a lawyer to help him. If he doesn't have enough money to pay for a lawyer, the judge gets one for him. Now, hey, I'm turning invisible. Groovy, we're both invisible, super cool. Come on. Hey, a real children's court room hearing. Shh, keep it to a whisper so you can hear. But that girl ain't saying anything. No one can force her to answer questions. She has a right to keep quiet, and if she answers questions, the law says she cannot lie. She brought her parents with her to help tell her story. Love how the colors missed the hair here, so it just looks like he's an alien with a toupee. This is fantastic. Later, the judge is putting her on probation. What's that mean, super cool? Probation is like another chance, a tryout time, with a person of the court assigned to help her. What else can a judge do? If the hassle is at home, you can send a kid to live with relatives or foster parents, or he could put the child in an institution for children. Zap! I'm me again! Right, and you asked about monsters before. I'm going to show you a real one. Zowie! We're walking through a wall. Whoa! Hash, heroin, mesc, pot, acid. Whoa! You hear a lot about this baby these days. Pow! Remember, it's against the law to have, sell, or give away such drugs. Use them on yourself. Get others to take them. Drive a car while you can feel them. Have things like needles used to shoot narcotics. You know, super cool, I'm beginning to think laws ain't such a bad idea. Hey, what's that? My super cool car. And a couple of uncool dudes looking for some trouble. Watch this. So he uses his penis ray. Click. Brrr. What? It's alive. It's alive. Ah. Man, these guys look like trouble. Look at his vest with no shirt on. This guy hasn't gotten a haircut. Some sort of button. Probably some progressive logo on it, right? Look out. He's got a gun. Oh, man. Zap. Okay, now you tell me, what law did they break? Well, they busted into the super cool car. Right, that's called breaking and entering. And took some stuff. That's larceny. He had a gun. Call that possession of a dangerous weapon. Wasn't me that did it. It was his idea. The law says helpers can be found as guilty as doers, chum. Oh, man. That's called aiding and abetting. Now, let's take them to the police station. Later, I've seen those two creeps before, ripping antennas off parked cars, breaking street lights. One of them even phoned in a false fire alarm. Told you they were bad. Then hassling the firemen when they came. Real mischief makers. In fact, the law calls action like that malicious mischief. Those guys were old. I mean, 16 or 17. Will they go to juvenile court? When kids reach 16, a children's judge can send them to adult court for breaking certain laws. Hey, what's happening? We're taking off. Whoosh. Man, some people have a hard time drawing kids' faces. Everything's great except for the kid, I feel like. Hey, wow. This super cool car is a super cool jet, too. Where are we going? That's the state capitol at Trenton, where the laws are made. The people of New Jersey elect men to meet there and make and change laws. Men, okay, only men. They even hold the meetings where anyone can come and sound off for or against a law. Well, now, what do you think? Are laws bad news? The end. He doesn't answer. He doesn't answer. Do you know the meaning of these words, aiding and abetting? It's like a whole thing. Court, delinquency, hearing, incorrigible, judge, juvenile, larceny, lawyer, legislature, malicious mischief, public defender, trial, truancy, truant, weapon. Man, this is something else. I mean, and then just a brilliant green background. I mean, it's certainly a weird one. I love these weird things, these little artifacts, these time capsules of, misogyny and racism and weird stuff that just is like, you could boggles the mind. If you have a scoop on a weird comic, send it my way. Let me know. I'm always looking for strange things to take a look at. I hope you liked this episode with the Far Out Green Super Cool. I've got 2 more that we'll take a look at. And while you're here, don't forget to do all this stuff. Join my Patreon to see my work before anyone else. Plus, score physical sketchbooks, mini comics, and commissions delivered right to your door. And reading my new books, Something Seems Off and Three-Headed Pigman, as they are made. Go to my website to order original art, commissions, and my books, Lost Angels, Spectral: A Showcase of Fear, Chaotic Neutral, and more. Gray Matter Drip, The Art of Chris Anderson is available now from Cosmic Lion Productions. Here are the upcoming conventions I'll be at the time of this recording. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. It helps spread the word. Thanks.